Small businesses doing business with each other is a recipe for success. It seems that big businesses do not service small businesses in the way that we have the ability to service each other. And there are currently 4 million small businesses in the UK that don't necessarily have big advertising budgets, do not necessarily have sophisticated marketing strategies, but can struggle to actually get each other's attention. And so I'm pleased to say this morning, joining me in the studio to talk about this and to explain that what she's going to do about it is Una Brown of Other People's Data. Good morning and welcome.
Good morning, Marisha. How are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm good, thank you.
Right, so you're a small business owner.
Yes.
How easy is it to do business with other small businesses?
Depending on where you place yourself, it can be relatively easy. So yet again, looking at where you network, where you place yourself, determines how quickly you can connect with other people. Yet again, knowing your own company is always a good start.
Helps.
In order to get the message across in a correct way, that people can respond to you and say, oh, I'd be interested in using your service.
Now, networking is big in that people network all of the time, but it's not necessarily translating into them getting business. So what do you see as one of the challenges in that sort of environment?
I think definitely once you've met somebody, the idea is that you take them out of that environment. You've got to have one-to-ones in order to hone down on what services that you want to provide them or what service you're expecting to receive from them. So yet again, I think we just gather the cards and we don't do nothing more with them, which is a shame, because if you get them in a one-to-one, have a cup of coffee, you can find a lot more out about the business, themselves, and what motivates them to do what they do, to provide a good service to you.
Now, sticking with networking for a moment, because this tends to be, as I say, it's a big thing at the moment. Lots of people are out there doing it. In your view, what are the biggest mistakes people make in the actual networking setting itself that maybe stops them from getting business?
Sometimes it's mainly the fear of their services being good enough can be one.
Okay.
Also, whether they come with a perception that the bigger companies don't want to be involved with them, or the other person that they're talking to is slightly bigger than they are and haven't got much interest in what they do. So I think trying to get that translation across, they should be fearless really and just be confident you can deliver this service. Because right now, I mean, as Other People's Data stand, I always used to deal with a lot of small businesses. Now I've started to integrate nationals. They still want to talk to you. They're still interested in what you do, and they still need somebody to deliver that service.
What's the most annoying thing somebody's done in a networking setting with you to put you off doing business with them?
Sometimes it's reeling off your price list.
Okay.
Can put me off because from my stance, I've not told you exactly the full extent of what work I'm expecting from you, but they're quite quick to say, oh, it's £500, £700, whatever the cost is, before you've actually given them the full itinerary of what you want from them really.
Right, okay then. So, Small Business Exchange is designed to target some of this as an issue, actually tackle the problem that small businesses may have in actually being able to attract more business, to being in an environment where they can let people know appropriately what they do, not necessarily reeling off their price list. And also, as I say, small businesses tend to service other small businesses a little bit better than big businesses do, because there's more of a customer focus on that smaller business. If you've got 20 clients, you're going to be much more focused on giving a good service to those 20 clients, arguably, than you would if you have 200 or 500 clients where maybe you can't offer the same level of, shall we say, attention.
Yeah, I think for the larger ones, I mean, it's about structure, I think, for that, because the larger you get in terms of business, the more people that you're going to need around you in terms of delivering a high quality service.
Indeed. But what's the Small Business Exchange there to do?
The Small Business Exchange is there to do is to help you to connect with slightly larger businesses than yourself, as well as people that are the same size as yourself. Just make the transition a lot smoother, so then you don't feel fearful, you can be a little bit more confident because you know they're small, just like yourself. Or you might use it as a developing ground, saying on them, there's somebody in here that's slightly bigger than me. If I start to use that as a stepping stone to work my way up to working with larger companies, then that could be their training ground as well. There's no right or wrong at this event, but what we're trying to do is to help you develop so you're comfortable. And yet again, look at the processes you've already got in place in order to take them on.
So how will the Small Business Exchange as a networking event differ from the other billions of networking events that are out there?
I know. I did think about that in terms of when we were putting it together. We looked at the fact that at most events, when you go to a networking event, you can't normally go with your pop-up banner. Whereas we're allowing that and we're not charging extra for it.
Yeah, so there's no charging for exhibitor fees or anything like that, but you can still sort of exhibit.
Yes, so that if you don't get round all the room in time for the time scale, then people know that you're there and you have a presence and you've got an image, because yet again your image should be able to sell you even if you don't speak to them.
Very true. So if somebody's thinking, actually, you know, I need a printer, and you can see a pop-up banner there of a company that does printing services, you may not be able to identify the person, but you can at least identify the service and seek to connect with them.
Yes.
Yeah? Okay, well that sounds good. Give us a sort of example as to how businesses can create these sort of synergies then.
Well, at the moment I've got about 3 examples really, in terms of I've got a property company at the moment that will be attending the event, but he's currently looking for carpenters. Okay. He's currently looking for gas safe people that have got the full accreditations that can do subcontract work. I mean, you know, it opens doors for them in that sense, because the larger companies got an MOD contract, which is Ministry of Defence, as you know. But as a small business, you wouldn't necessarily get that contract on your own.
Right.
So working together, and the company's quite open to take on small businesses to support them as a part of giving back, for them to have this opportunity.
Got you.
Same with the window
cleaning. So carpenters, come along.
Yes. Gas fitters, plumbers, you name it.
Basically anybody who can do something in a house,
yes,
or as I like to call it, knows how to work a drill.
Yes.
Come along.
That would be ideal. Yep. Painters and decorators, plasterers.
Okay. Yeah. So not even a drill, paintbrush. That's all right. Fair enough. If you can do something in a house that fixes the house up, it could be helpful for this company that has this MOD contract to effectively fit kitchens, bathrooms, and
such a
property services. Yeah.
But also, if you know you're coming to the event and you've got some concerns about things that you might need in order to get that piece of work, then speak to myself, which will be there to help you to get whatever it is that's required for this contract to go through.
Okay.
That's the difference.
Right. Okay.
Okay. It's that support where you wouldn't normally get that from a normal networking event.
Yeah. You're going to give another example.
Toastmastering service.
Okay.
Okay. Looking to work with other venue holders. So yet again, providing that service, connecting together. Yet again, if he gets a booking in, he can pass their details in terms of the venue, knowing that he can host at that venue quite comfortably. So yet again, it's just building those connections, and it's, for me in business, it's about relationships.
Okay.
Yeah, you've got to develop them. You've got to learn to trust each other as well when you're working with people. It just helps you to grow. Window cleaners, yet again, they're looking to go national, so yet again, they're quite happy to take the little subcontractors along with them. So, there's opportunities that are open there for them.
Brilliant. So, tell us, how do we book to get onto this event, and when is it? When can people get in for all of this business?
Right, it's on the 25th of May, and it's on Eventbrite, so you can book through Eventbrite from now on. Mm-hmm. We have got a cap of 30, so please be mindful the later you leave it, because obviously we've opened it out to other companies in the Birmingham area that are looking to connect with other small businesses, or in order to help them grow as well. So just be mindful. Don't leave it too late.
How much does it cost to attend?
It's £11.74, I believe.
Right.
Yeah, because it's £10 in total.
Yeah, it's basically a tenner.
Yeah.
Yeah, plus it's probably a booking fee of some description.
Yeah.
Okie dokie.
So it's
Right.
not much.
Okay, then great. So basically, if you want to get yourself booked onto that, then you're looking for the Small Business Exchange.
Yes.
Yeah, that's on Eventbrite at the moment. Great opportunity for you to go and do business with other small businesses, as well as maybe slightly bigger businesses than yourself.
Yeah.
Again, if people have got queries, is there anyone they can call?
Yes, there is a phone number on there. They can give me a call, and I'm free to answer any of their questions. But please come along. It's an opportunity I think would benefit all of the small businesses.
Lovely. It should be noted as well that Una Brown is also a marketing specialist. You can check out her website, otherpeoplesdata.co.uk. Una, thank you so much for your time today.
Okay, thank you.